Hi, I'm Dr. Christopher Millan, and today I'd like to share with you the most common causes or reasons that pinched nerves occur and the most effective treatments in alleviating the problems associated with them. Now, pinched nerves occur primarily due to two reasons: major trauma and minor trauma. Major trauma would be something along the lines of a car accident or a fall, whereas minor trauma is more of your repetitive activities such as lifting, bending, twisting, even extended periods of sitting will cause minor trauma. Now, when a nerve gets injured, there's typically three areas that are involved: the joints, the nerve itself, and the disc. First, let's talk a little bit about the joints. Now, the joints are where two bones come together and form a joint, and they sit real close to the nerve. So when you get an injury to the joints, it's going to cause pressure and it's going to extend and actually pinch that nerve. Now, this is going to cause pain, it's going to cause restricted motion. It can also cause muscle spasms, muscle tension, and tightness to occur. Second, the nerve itself can get pinched. Now, we have a lot of nerves in our body, and nerves originate from the spine. And they extend to different areas of our body. There's different paths to the nerve. For example, into the neck. The nerves in the neck originate near the spine, and what happens is they travel. They travel down the shoulder, down the arms, they can go to the fingertips. They can also travel up to the head and cause headaches. Now, we see a lot of different pain patterns when it comes to a pinched nerve. Now, what I mean by that is we can see pain in the form of sharp shooting pain. We can see the, numbing or tingling source of discomfort, or even patients will complain of their fingers going, cold, or the temperature changes into their fingertips. This would all be due to a pinched nerve. And finally, the disc material in through the spine can, become like a disc bulge or disc herniation. And when that injury occurs, what happens is the disc material leaves its confined space and extends and puts pressure or essentially pinches that nerve. Now, this can cause the pain to shoot, of course, again, down the arms. Say if it's in the low back, it can go down the legs, down into the toes, and just like we talked about before, the different pain patterns of shooting, numbing, tingling as well. You're also not going to be able to move as freely when you turn, bend, or twist. The disc material is going to keep you from doing those activities freely and essentially causing that nerve to get pinched and creating more muscle spasms as well. So in summary, when we have an injury causing a pinched nerve, whether it's due to the joints, the nerves, or the disc, you're going to see three common symptoms: pain and all the pain patterns that we talked about. You're going to see restricted motion, and you're going to see muscle spasms and muscle tension. Now, there's three common treatments that we'd like to use to effectively treat pinched nerves. The first being chiropractic spinal manipulation, the second being electrical muscle stimulation, and the third being intersegmental traction therapy. Now, first, chiropractic spinal manipulation. It's a treatment that's designed to effectively alleviate any pressure that's being placed on the nerves or the joints or the discs as well by specifically targeting a specific region. So what this will do is reduce pain, muscle spasms, and also allow you to move a little bit more freely during your range of motion. The second therapy I'd like to talk about is the electrical muscle stimulation. Now, what this will do, it'll apply a gentle electrical current to the affected area. Let's say it's in the low back. Now, that's going to reduce any muscle spasms, muscle tension. It's going to reduce any inflammation or swelling that can occur into that area and just reduce the pressure. This will reduce the pain. It'll allow you to move a little bit more freely, and it also will allow you to not have as much restricted motion. And then finally, the third therapy I'd like to talk about is the intersegmental traction therapy. What this does is essentially tractions the joints away from one another, allowing for more space so that the nerve doesn't stay pinched, and it alleviates that pressure onto the nerve that causes those different pain patterns. So again, the electrical muscle stimulation, the intersegmental traction therapy, and the chiropractic spinal manipulation are three effective treatments. And when they're combined with each other, they're going to drastically reduce or stop pain. They're going to allow you to move freely or not have so much restricted motion, and they're going to reduce any muscle spasms and muscle tension or tightness. So what does this mean to you? It means a couple things. It means that now you're going to be able to go to work and not have as much trouble as you would if you had a pinched nerve. You're going to be able to perform your job activities or job duties a little bit more effectively. It's also going to allow you to sleep throughout the night a little bit better. You're going to be able to fall asleep faster. You're going to be able to get up easier. You're going to get a more restful sleep because you won't be waking up so frequently throughout the night. And then finally, your daily activities, such as getting dressed in the morning, brushing your teeth, brushing your hair, even playing with your kids on a daily basis will now be a lot easier when you're not having the trouble that a pinched nerve causes. So if you're experiencing any trouble with a pinched nerve or any of the symptoms that we talked about, please just give us a call so we can help you. 803-599-5902.